Hi, welcome to the tutorial. Today we're going to be learning how to do this animation here. It's relatively easy actually. It's done in DaVinci Fusion, but it's not too difficult. It's only 2 nodes. In the second part, I'll be showing you how to make it even better and do this with it. And if you're feeling really up to it and brave, I can also show you how I did this one as well. So let's get into it. So the first thing we need is a background, and I actually downloaded this background from Vector Easy. So let's just bring that in here. Click on it, right click on it, go up and hit New Fusion Clip. That's what I'm after. So that's what we're doing. Then what we can do is right click and say Open in Fusion, or we can click on, make sure the timeline's over it like that, go down and hit Fusion here. Once we're in Fusion, good housekeeping, they always change the name. So we're going to click on this node here, hit F2 and change it to background. There we are. Then we're going to bring in a text node, which is on the toolbar. I'm going to connect that to our background image, and it's automatically going to create a merge for us. Now we need to add some text. Now, because I'm dyslexic, I always use documents to spell check it. So I'm just going to copy the text straight over from there. So first thing I want to do is change the font. So let's find a nice digital font. So let's go with that. Let's bring it down a little bit. Let's increase the size as well. Now to do this effect, all you need to do is go into your right hand window here and right click. And if you look down this list, it actually says Text Scramble. So we click on that and absolutely nothing happens. And the reason for that is because if you look in the top right hand corner now, it's added a new thing called modifiers. We need to click on that. So let's click on that and we get into here like that. If we go to frame 0 and add a keyframe on the random, actually before we do that, I'm telling pork pies, before we do that, one of the things I did was actually copied the Russian alphabet, which you can take and put in here, because these are all the letters that it's going to scramble through. And I also took some Japanese characters as well, just to make it a bit more interesting and take it to the next level. So let's add those as well. Right, now if I move this randomness thing here, you can see it actually scrambles the text. So 0 is no scramble, and anything above 0, it starts to scramble it. And remember that because that affects the speed. So we're on frame 0, we're going to hit a keyframe, and we're going to go through to say frame 90, we're going to hit another keyframe, go back to frame 0, and we're going to put in a value of say 1.5 actually. Now when we play it back, you see it's going quite fast. We can change that speed by changing that value. So if I go back to here and change, go back to the first keyframe, go right to the beginning of the timeline and change that to say 0.5 and then play it. It slows it down. Not a lot, but it does. If you look, it definitely slows it down. So we're going to go back to frame 0 and we're going to change this value to 1.3, somewhere in between. There we are, looking good. One of the things I did to take this to the next level is, if we go to that frame 90 there where it ends, if we go back to the tools menu here, you can actually animate the font itself. So at frame 90, we're going to say that's the font we're going to use. We're going to go forward 3 frames by I use the right arrow key on my keyboard for that. 1, 2, 3. And then what we can do is we can change this font to say that one there, and we can also increase it in size. So let's put a keyframe on that, go up like that. Let's go back to the other one and just set a keyframe on the size there as well, bring that back down. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go forward another 3 frames, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to change that font again. try and keep it similar to what you've already got, like a thin font like that. And yeah, we like that, so we're going to keep that. And then when we go forward 3 more frames, this is our final font. So on this one, I use this really cool font called Font Ring Demo there. And again, we can increase the size using the size button, and we can actually move the position up as well like that. And now when we play it, you get that effect, which I think is pretty cool. Now, to animate it flicking in and out, if you look at the tools menu in the text, there's no way for you to add a fade to it. So I did a little bit of a cheat. So what I did was, let's go to this frame here, 99. If I click on the merge, there's an option in the merge called blend just here. If I create a keyframe there and then say go forward 10 frames, create another keyframe on the blend, nearly clicked the wrong one there, go forward another 10 frames, another keyframe, go back to that middle one there, and then what we'll do is we'll take that down to 0 like that. Then if we go to the, make sure you're on the merge, if we go to the spline, go like this. Now I have that option, show only selected tool, so put that on if you don't have it. It really takes the pain out of life. Now if I select these 2 keyframes here and then go down here and put set ping pong, now when we play it, look at that. Isn't that cool? Hope you enjoyed that. In the next tutorial I'll show you how I added the other ones above it and below it. See you in the next one.